The hottest April on record has seen areas in Northern Ireland, the Scottish Highlands, Lancashire and Wales all vulnerable to forest fires. And now wildfires in Berkshire's Swinley Forest have meant that some residents have been evacuated from their homes.
It was very stressful, but at the time I didn't think all that, oh well, they'll put it out soon. I didn't realise it was so big.
It was a thick black smoke, like really heavy. We managed to get past the end of the road where she lived, and it was, you could hardly see down the road, it was that smoky.
Here in Berkshire, the roads have been closed to keep the public away from the fires, but the county's fire brigade have agreed to allow me access to this restricted area so that I can see for myself how they've been battling a fire covering hundreds of acres.
I'm being escorted into Swinley Forest to see the devastation firsthand.
I think the thing driving through here is just seeing the sheer scale. There's so many trees still smouldering, there's fire crews everywhere. It's incredible really, and it's quite frightening. God, this is quite dramatic, isn't it?
Paul Thomas is one of the firefighters on the ground today.
This is awful.
Yeah, this is one of the badly affected areas. As you can see, the trees are scorched, flames have been quite high here.
This is not out here, is it?
This is still smouldering, but we've put the main body of the fire out. It gets deep-seated here because of the amount of foliage that's coming off the trees for years and years. And what it happens is it travels down into that because it's like a thick layer, and it'll just smoulder away there for ages. So we're just damping down all these areas and putting the fire out as where we see fit.
Since Monday, containing this fire has involved a coordinated strategy using over 200 crew from 4 neighbouring counties.
Is this really early for this to be happening?
It absolutely is. This last April has been the hottest April for the last 100 years, with only 50% of the normal amount of rainfall. We're only in the beginning of May and we're seeing fires that are not even typical for midsummer. In the last week we've seen similar incidents in Highlands and Islands in Scotland, this last week in Lancashire.